we are going to be making tea.
Tea has been a popular beverage and medicine in China for over 4,000 years.
In China, tea is accompanied with every meal and is often used as a sign of respect.
For example, the youngest person always pours the tea for the elders as a tradition to show their respect.
In a traditional Chinese wedding, the bride and the groom often pour tea for their parents as a way to say thank you or show gratitude.
In Chinese culture, it is often believed to be a medicine for all sorts of things.
Chinese physicians would often recommend it to control bleeding, help heal wounds, control blood sugar and body temperature, and promote digestion.
Today we are going to make jasmine tea. Jasmine tea is basically jasmine flowers added to green tea leaves to create that famous fragrance. To make jasmine tea, the things you're going to need is a tea maker, 6 grams of jasmine tea leaves, 300 milliliters of water, and some teacups.
For the best tasting tea, it is recommended to use 2 grams of tea leaves per 100 milliliters of water. We're going to use 6 grams of tea for 300 milliliters of water.
It is also important to have the water at about 65 degrees Celsius and steep for 30 seconds 3 times.
If you boil your water for too long, or if the water is too hot, it will turn out bitter due to the tannin chemical release. This is problematic for green teas because they have a higher content of these.
Now for this water to heat up, convection is occurring between the stove and the pot. There is also radiation coming from the stove. The water molecules then start to speed up in a circular motion.
This circular motion occurs because the warmer molecules become less dense and rise, while the colder molecules are denser and sink.
This is called convection.
Now that the water is about 65 degrees Celsius, we're going to pour it into our tea maker, which is already preheated. We are now adding 6 grams of tea leaves, letting it steep 3 times for 30 seconds each.
It has now been 30 seconds. Now we're going to let it steep for another 30 seconds. We are now going to steep the tea for the 3rd time. As the tea is steeping, you can see that it is starting to get a yellowish-greenish color. This is because it is reacting with oxygen in the air.
When the tea reacts with the oxygen, it produces other compounds that are darker in color. This is called oxidation.
This is similar to when fruits turn brown when exposed to air.
For the longer it is steeped, the more time it has to react with the oxygen, which makes it darker in color. Tea is not very acidic and it has a pH of 6.5.
Now that our tea has been steeped 3 times with durations of 30 seconds each, our jasmine tea is ready to enjoy. Preheating the tea maker will prevent the steeping water from immediately
1, 2, 3.